Hi everyone, it's Coeval here. I've got another 60 Grassy commentary for you guys. This one's between the Goat and Nev. Looks like they both have mixed books. I'll reveal kind of what they have as the game goes on. Of course, I always put the books in the start of the video. This game was a while back, so hopefully I can figure out roughly what their books are. It don't have to be, exact, but... So, we're going to start this game. It's a pretty interesting one, so... yeah, stay tuned for the whole thing. Would really appreciate it. Features trolls. Kind of immediately signals to me that Goat has a no flight book, and so Nevitz is going to do what people do when they play trolls, which is run and hide, run and protection shield, just because he knows he doesn't have that mobility. Now, why do you have trolls? Why is trolls a signal that it's no flight? Well, trolls in flight just, it's too many slots. It doesn't quite work. If you have trolls, you want a book that is like helping you get top control. Maybe you've got like a mega or some sort of aggressive spell in addition to trolls. And the goal for Goat is to get top control, keep Nev down there while he charges the trolls, and then once he gets the max trolls, he digs to him with flash and wins. And Nev's goal obviously is going to be to just develop some minions, stall them out with the protection shields, take away at the trolls with swarm. And Prose also has drone here. The Goat is Prose, if you guys are not familiar. And drone is a good spell to have in these no flight books too, because it's 50 damage, so it deprots. And not only that, but it has good mobility, it can fly. Nev just goes straight up for the Ice Bomb. This is before the buff. This is a pre 6.3 and 6.2 patch game. This is a 6.1 patch game, but I just had this in the backlog and I thought it was too good to pass up. And you guys might be, 25 minutes in at some point and be like, wait, what is Coeval talking about? Like, there's nothing really happening, but you gotta stay tuned because the end is just too good to be true. So, Nev kills the trolls with Skyray, great play. Again, able to just minimize the kind of snowballing that can happen if you're on 60G and he lets the trolls alive for a few turns, then that can just be, that can spell some doom for him. So, he's trying to do his best to deal with Prose's minions, and Nev gets a free swarm out. So at this point, if I'm Nev, it's possible he could gate away if he wants to. Towering out might be better. Maybe he kills the drone. Okay, BFTP and kills the drone. I think that's a fine play, and it looks like we are on turn 7, so DK is available. Kind of wacky how the turns now with the whole changes to cooldowns with turn 1, player 1 versus player 2. Like for player 1, whoever goes first, the level 3s will be out on turn 6, and then player 2 they'll be out on turn 7. It just gets a bit too convoluted, kind of complicated. I think it does help with balance of the game a bit, but it makes things confusing. And now this move is just, is that a must? I don't know. But what Nev is doing is he's saying, well, I've got a more stall sort of oriented book. I can stack my protection shields and, maybe I've got totem I can dig up to you with, make an undead peg or two. Meanwhile, you can get your trolls, that's fine. But you don't really have protection shields, you will still stay at 250, and maybe Nev has pebbles or something. Maybe he can bring out his own Dark Knight. There's a lot of different things that he can do. That's still early game, and he's just trying to limit the kind of shenanigans that could happen with Dark Knight, right? So he's gonna bring out another swarm, and this is gonna become sort of a slow, kind of grindy game. And you'll see pros use the totem. Totem is really great in no flight books because it just passive digs down to your opponent, passively digs. So definitely consider trying it out if you're gonna test out 60G. Flightless, it's a great spell. He goes up top for a reason I'm not sure. Maybe he's trying to bait the jump in a sense, but you know, pros is not going to jump. He does drain himself with the Pegasus, just to with the DK, just to get more health. Okay, now you see why he comes up, because he's got the Mega Rush. So, you know, Nev running a really conventional 60 Grassy book with Ice Bomb and Gravity Pulse and Dark Matter Bomb and Sky Ray. So I'm sure you've seen this book before. Nah, I'm playing. Of course, this is just a hyper-aggressive Ultra Rush type of mix. And Pros is going to say, okay, nice. You've got a DMB gone. And Nev is just going to be like, you know what? I'm in such a winning position, I don't give a shit. You know, you can fuck right off. I'm just going to lob this drain, YOLO. And that doesn't work out for him whatsoever. And Pros is like, you know what? I don't take risks. I'm not going to fall into your trap of throwing lobs. You know, you can't make me blunder just because you blunder. So, okay, Nev's like, you know what? I had some time there, I wasn't really in any danger, but now I'm going to go back to my little hidey hole, prod up. And so, what Pros does here, excuse me, kind of tired. What Pros does here is he is going to isolate Nev from his minions, so the swarms are now isolated from him. He's flighted in that corner, trapped, and Nev says, okay, I will force you to burn a turn to get your DK over. Or, even though he's got his DK over, now he's got to burn a turn to get his Pegasus over, because the Pegasus won't fit. And that's exactly what he does. So now the tree falls. You can notice a little tip: if you do kill a tree, or not kill a tree, but if you remove the land around a tree, it'll fall. So as you saw there, there was no land holding the tree up, so it just fell on his head. So now, most people would just kind of stall in this situation, in Nev's situation, right? But what we're noticing here is he's pebbling, he's killing the tree, and that wouldn't be a very conventional move, but we know that Nev has Ice Bomb, and he has Dark Matter Bomb. So why would you stay down in a corner and stack protection shields and then make undead Pegasus when you have Dark Matter Bomb and Ice Bomb sitting in your spellbook as dead slots? So he brings out the Vine Whip of all things. Yeah, again, a very conventional. I mean, you guys haven't heard of the Vine Whip, Ice Bomb, Dark Matter Bomb, Gravity Pulse, Sky Ray mix? I mean, come on, Jesus. I mean, have you guys been living under a rock? Goddamn. But he brings out the Vine Whip, which is totally expected, and no one was not expecting that. And what's his goal? Just to get to Goat. You know, he's got to make it over there. But here, okay, Pros has a Dark Knight, but he also can just get, you know, 150 Ice Bombed. But he does make a good play to kill the swarms. Problem is, this is flashable. And I'll show you guys right now, because why not? Oh, he's gonna go for the Dark Matter Bomb. Does this sink? Oh goodness. Oh, he hits himself. But let me show you before this game continues. Let me show you guys this flash. I'm pretty sure it's possible. It looks possible. All right, so we're back, and I'm gonna attempt this flash again. Now that I've got the book, you just BFTP here roughly. Yeah. And then this becomes possible from a different angle. You can go down here, and you don't have to clear the land anymore. And you just go maybe right there. Yeah, and he flashes. So that would be a good move. And then he would follow that up with an Ice Bomb. You know, let's say he goes into a tree, or a Dark Matter Bomb. You know, he just lobs his second Dark Matter Bomb down there, or maybe BFTP and then Ice Bomb, and maybe gets some lucky damage off on him. So now that you guys kind of know how that works, we're going to go back to the beginning of the game. Okay, so here we are back with the move that Nev ended up doing, which is the Dark Matter Bomb. It unfortunately hits himself because the AoE on Dark Matter Bomb is like as big as, I don't know, it's as big as DX's ego. Sure, we'll go with that. I was trying to come up with a joke in the moment, but I don't know, that's a pretty good one. So he's going to do some laddering. He's going to say, you know what, you have a rush book, but I'm not going to fall victim to your 10-second turns, chucking lobs, doing whatever the fuck. I'm going to stick to my 60G principles like a true man, and, you know, whittle you down turn by turn. He does the Sank, it removes the grab pulse, nice play. And Nev kind of gets screwed here. Boom! DMB'd right into his Sanctuary. So he does lose the grab pulse, which is a maybe oversight by pros to position his Sank there. It's kind of a unique play. I wouldn't have thought of that in the moment. You just go, oh shit, well, he's now not pulsed anymore. Oops. But Nev just goes and hides again. And kills the drone, and then pros just says, oh, nice, I got it off cooldown again. Sick! So, what's the game plan for both of these guys here? Nev throws up a draw because now he's back in stall mode, and he's going to do a really kind of ridiculous strategy here. He's just going to Vine Whip and hide as best as he can. He's just going to spam the thing. It's hilarious. Look at this. So he just goes in there and prots, and then he's probably just going to keep Vine Whipping, if I remember right. So now Pros is finally going to get his trolls out, and then he's going to sack one of his minions for a totem, potentially. Maybe the drone. But yeah, look at this. It's just like comical. Look, he's got 2 fat trolls now, and Nev is just gonna Vine Whip all the way to the middle of the fucking map. Like, look at that. Have you ever seen a strategy like this? It's just hilarious. I gotta, like, maybe that would be a good thumbnail to just, like, have this giant giant Vine Whip line through the bottom of the map. Man, you never see that. So he's gonna bring that drone all the way down to the corner here. And I think this is where he sinks it, and then he's going to bring out a totem to dig passively. If I were him, I would have probably just detowered and flashed down. Just gone in that little area right here. But he chooses to flash there, which is about as good. Although I'd argue not quite as good. Just because Nev has more space over here, he's able to scoot over to the left. And he has to burn a turn to Vine Whip to get any further to the middle of the map. So, a cool strategy with trolls that you see that you can do, which is pretty busted, is you can ladder them pretty much anywhere the fuck you want on the map. Because they're so fat, and you can just like ladder with a Pegasus, ladder with a Swarm, ladder with a Spirit, with a drone, any flying minion. It's just so easy to ladder with these trolls, and they have a really generous jump for how big they are, which is part of the reason that they are so strong. You can see they can move around the map super fast, and they don't damage any of your minions. So he is going to ladder those minions all the way over just to get the 30 passive melee damage onto the tree. And now the tree is dead, and he's going to flash down. So here, this is a tricky position, because now Nev could go for some cheeky Ice Bomb sort of play. Maybe you combine it with Ice Shield and you just lob it here. Yeah. Like, that could kill. The new Ice Bomb for 6.2, that would kill. Like, that was ass. That was complete dog shit. Like, what, 70 damage for that perfect lob? You know, that would pretty much kill, or do 150, almost, nearly, in the new 6.3. But, again, this is a 6.1 game, so this is the Ice Bomb nerf. Nerfed Ice Bomb. And pros could actually get really close to killing here. How do you do it? Well, I'll show you guys after he charges, assuming he doesn't quite do the optimal charge. But I don't know, can a troll fit through there? Because if it can, what he should have done is prioritized getting the troll through there first. And okay, he doesn't quite get that off. So yeah, I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to try to show you guys how this charge and would work, and maybe Nev could clutch a win here, or Goat could clutch a win here. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back, and rather than mess around with any of this other bullshit, Goat should just bring the troll over and first see if it can fit. So he's going to move himself, right? And I guess he wants to use the BFTP, and I won't try to fit this into 60 seconds just for, you know, instructional purposes. but he would have to go pretty quick here. But you can also click the minions like I just did there, and see if he could get the troll in. Okay, so he can't get the troll in. So once he tries that, he basically just needs to get the DK and go next to Nevitz. Okay, he can just jump it down however he wants. And you just put the DK right here. And this is kind of an awkward angle, so if I were him, I would probably try to charge downward. Yeah, that might be the best. I don't know, he does get him to 75 though with the upward charge. So, okay, 94 with the downward charge, and I guess if we try the upward charge it might be a little bit different. I won't do it just in the interest of time, but I think, yeah, the way that pros did it with the upward charge is good, downward charge is nearly as good. So, Nev in response decides to gate, which is probably one of his only plays unless he wants to go for another Ice Bomb attempt, but with the nerfed version of Ice Bomb that we have, it's probably going to just fail miserably and he would lose rating. He would just lose the game immediately and he would sink into a deep depression. So here, Pros is going to potentially just flash down, spam flash. First he's going to say, you know what, I'm at 91, I'm going to heal all the way back to 250, we're still early, you know, turn 30, I've got time. And Nev says, oh, you know, I've used this strategy before, I'll use it again, I'm on the left side of the map now. So how are you going to stop it, this unbeatable strategy that no one else has ever before attempted? Oh, what's he going to do here? I have no idea, I wonder. Oh, another Vine Whip, okay. This is clearly some high-level gameplay we've got going. Oh, another flash. Wow, wow. You know, I can hear the, you know, quiet golf clap in the background. Oh, did he extend that whip? It doesn't look like he extended it, but he's fucking stuck. It was the angle that he did it at, I think. You gotta aim that Vine Whip a little bit more straight, otherwise you're just screwed. So that sets Nevitz back a bit here. How's he gonna be able to win? He's gotta retreat and then maybe flight and prot. Okay, he's gonna prevent the trolls from coming down and the DK. So again, isolating the player from the minions, a theme that's came up in a lot of my recent videos. Good to kind of notice that and, you know, potentially use it in your own games. I don't know why he would jump up here to flash, or even try to drain. But I suspect that if he flashed down, then Nevitz would just sink him, and then where would he be? Nowhere. So maybe he can... Okay, no, he doesn't have any small minions, so he's going to be a bit stuck down there for a while. He can't bring his Pegasus up to flash out that tree, so he's in a little bit of a predicament now, Pros is, but I mean, he's up so much health. What could go wrong? So, Nev again employing the best strategy that we've ever seen. And, okay, yeah, Pros makes an innovative play here. Jumps up on the Ice Shield with the BFTP. Yeah, it burns a BFTP, burns also an Ice Shield, and buys Nev another turn to whip to the middle of the map. Employ his epic strategy. So, how's this gonna go? It's just tree spamming, flash spamming, Vine Whip spamming, but oh man, if you made it this far, you know, drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. I know, okay, this may seem boring now, but you know, I would not submit a boring game, you know, if I could avoid it. Like, there's plenty of awesome content out there. And here we have our first blunder by Goat. He flashes out and kills that, or the swarm dies, but he allows Nev to drain him off. And you're going, okay, that's fine. He can just gate back in, he loses 30 health, not a big deal. Okay, and then Nev says, alright, this will buy me some turns, I'm at 41 now, this looks stallable. And he's still got his draw up, right? The troll now can't go down there, he's got to flash, take a couple more turns to flash down. So, Nev is saying, you know what, I'm okay here. I can get my prop back up soon. And Pros is a little bit stubborn, it looks like he's starting to go maybe Sanctuary here. Or maybe summon a drone. But no. He goes for the flash, he says, well, I might as well try it again. You know, what was that quote about insanity? trying the same thing twice is the definition of insanity. Yeah, trying the same thing twice and expecting different results is the definition of insanity. And Pros does the exact same thing here. He just flashes open that ice shield and then gets drain sunk again. So he flashes open the land, gets drain sunk, flashes open the ice shield, gets drain sunk. So now he's at a bit of a health deficit. He's got to what, go back up top and drain the trolls? I don't know. But maybe he might take a turn to just drain the trolls here, get some health back. But again, that buys Nevitz some time to stall the game out more, right? So, or maybe go for a triple drain. Okay, you can't really triple drain, but because the trolls are too big. But he's gonna get some health back. Nev is gonna chip damage the troll, which is gonna have absolutely zero impact on the outcome of the game. But you know, it's damage. It's damage, all right. So, okay, you notice that the troll animation triggered. That was because the tree is alive, so the troll is hitting the tree. And, you know, we're going to see, is Pro's going to open that area up with Sanctuary, or maybe summon a totem, you know, sack one of his minions. Problem is, he can't sack one of his minions immediately, so that would take more time, and he's running out of time. So, he just says, you know what? I've banged my head against this wall twice, might as well do it 3 times. Can't get that much brain damage, right? Well, wrong, maybe. Because he's about to get drain sunk again. I wonder what his thinking was at this moment. Like, does he even give a fuck anymore? Is he just like, you know what, it's fine. But he literally falls victim to the same trick 3 times in a row. And Nev could go for an Ice Bomb here. Does he have another DMB? I think he used both of them. So we'll see what he tries. Okay, he just goes for an Ice Ball. And it does nearly 73. 65 damage. So basically now Pro's on his last leg after he flashes open land 3 times in a row and it gets drain sunk 3 times in a row. Which is just, it's just a fucking meme. I saw this and I was like, you know, I gotta show this. It's just hilarious. So, he goes for the Sank, and I don't know if Pebbles, Nev has Pebbles here or not. For some reason that second Pebble just, I don't know, got lost in the ether. That'd be kind of interesting for, I don't know, maybe Pure could explain what happened in that interaction there, but like he aimed that perfectly. One Pebble was just lost. Like where did it go? It just disappeared. Like that should have killed, I thought. You know, there was no stray Pebble that like did extra damage to the terrain around. Do you guys see any of that? I don't see it. So, but for some reason he only took 5 damage. Pros has to employ his only possible strategy left of trapping and killing with aura. And he actually may have a chance in this game because, you know, he's got a lot of minions to block the Pebbles. But if I'm Nev, I just have to go for it, right? You're gonna have Flight next turn, and you just gotta only have 1 Pebble hit Pros to kill him. Okay, now 3 Pebbles. So it's a little bit more dicey, but if he wants to try to maybe aim the perfect Pebbles, he's gonna come over. You know, I don't know, maybe something like, you know, through this tree at an angle, and then they kind of fall. Okay, so he chooses to kill the Peg, which is a good play, I think, because it opens up an avenue for him to get to Pros, right? So instead of going for like the risky, you know, balls to the wall Pebble that could potentially lose him the game, he goes for a more safe Pebble. Pros gets an undead troll. He's got no tower up, which is a huge problem, and he also can't really get up there easily to knock Nev off. He could try, and you'll see how the value of laddering with trolls is so awesome. See how he's able to maneuver so smoothly? You know, obviously he was a bit slow there, but he forgot about Nev's Sky Ray, so he positioned himself kind of poorly at the end there. But to be fair, you know, he didn't really have much chances after he flashed open the land 3 times in a row and then got drain sunk 3 times in a row. So this just goes to show, guys, that a game can change the outcome at any point. Like, you know, no game is won or lost completely. Mistakes can be made. People can just fucking stop caring whatsoever, right? And you never know what can happen. So that's just kind of why I wanted to showcase this game, because it was quite hilarious when I saw the end. You think, oh, halfway through, it's just a draw, it's no big deal, it's whatever. But, or this is a boring spec, I'm just gonna, you know, exit out. And then, you know, you wake up the next morning and you see that Nevitz won, and you're like, what the fuck? How did that happen? So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Peace out.